So in today's video, I thought we'd look at taking the front bumper off. I've seen lots of posts lately about can the bumper be taken off without lifting the car up, without jacking it up? How do you access the fixings for replacing the front grille, for the facelift upgrades? How do you access the front fog lights? All of those sorts of things as well. So I thought we'd just have a quick look at how to do this. I've never done it before, so I've seen it done before, but we'll have a go and see how we get on. So while we're not going to lift the car up, the one thing we do need to do is open the bonnet. So we'll just release that and go and open the bonnet. So with the bonnet up, we can see the first four fixings, which are these T55 Torx screws. There's four of them now, but what we're actually going to do is start at the bottom. We're going to start from the bottom and work our way up. So the first thing we need to take off is this first under tray. So we'll get some tools out and get going. So underneath the car, on this under tray, we've got a load of T Torx 30 bits. So we'll just go around, loosen all of these bits off, loosen all these screws. They run all the way around one side to the other, and then obviously just across this line here as well. So we're going to take all of these off. We're going to take them all off so that this under tray can come off, and that's the first job. So once all the screws are undone, they're all out, the panel should come off quite easily. We just got at the front here just a little clip. You can just pull it down, and then you've got the same the other side, just over there, and then you should just be able to pull it kind of towards the back of the car, and it will slide down just on these kind of clips that we've got, or lugs, locating lugs, just at the front. Simple as that. So next up, just inside the front wheel arch, we've just got these 1, 2, 3, 4 Phillips screws. I've just given them a clean up with a little wire brush just for now, just so that we can get a number 2 Phillips screwdriver in now. Okay, this bottom one we're going to need to clean out a bit more. It's filled up with a load of dirt, so I just want to make sure that we're not going to round it off. Okay, so we managed to get that one out. It was quite tough to get out in the end, but it's come out well, so I'm quite happy with that. So that's the 1, 2, 3, 4 Phillips screws removed. Once you remove those 4 screws, then there's just one more T30 Torx screw just at the top of the bumper there. So just remove that, and then that's the last fixing for this bit of the bumper. So with those 4 Phillips screws removed, that T30 bolt removed, that's everything, all the fixings undone just on this corner. So the next thing is to pull the bumper away. So I'm just going to grab it and pull this bit away. Along this line here, there are some clips, some fixings which just clip in, so we can't loosen them off or anything. It's just a case of getting behind here and giving it a tug. So let's give that a go. Okay, so that came away really easily. I was expecting it to be a bit tougher than that, but if we have a look, we can see what we've got. This is where the T30 fixing goes through, and then we've just got these kind of 4 locating lugs, I guess you could call them, just slide in there, and it was just a case of giving it a really gentle pull, to be fair, and it just all come away. So yeah, simple. So what we need to do now is just repeat exactly that on the other side, round on the driver's side. So what I'll do, I'll just start the engine up, turn the wheel so that it's in this way, so I've got more excess on the other side, and get that done. Next up, starting from the bottom, obviously up to the top, is these T55. So we've just got 1, 2, 3, 4 that we said. So we've just got a T55 bit ready to go. So we just get these 4 off. Okay, so that's now all the fixings removed. The last things that we have to do, just for these front fogs, there's an electrical connector just underneath each side. I think there's one this side and there's one over on the other side. So we just got the clip here, we can see. Then we just need to lift up that lug, and then we should be able to remove it. Okay, the plug on this side feels a little bit more challenging to find. I can't really find it in there because of the air intake. So what I'm going to have to do is remove it carefully, and then yeah, we'll have a look behind, and hopefully we'll be able to see what the connector looks like or where it is, so that when you come to do it, you'll know how to access it. So now, as I understand it, it's a case of kind of grabbing the bumper and pulling it up and over, kind of up and off like this. So we'll give it a go. We've got all the fixings disconnected as far as I know, the ones that I know about anyway, so let's try it. Okay, so it seems like it's a bit more fixed around the headlights. These clips that we've got that hold it in here, it feels like they go around the actual headlight as well. So I'll just pull this one so we can see a bit more as well. And there we go, it feels like it's ready to come off now, so carefully I'm just going to try and lower it down. Okay, so that's the right result. So what we've learned is that there is only one electrical connection to these fog lights, which was this lead here, which was the one that we were able to disconnect. Following the loom around, it just goes all the way around inside, and it just connects onto the other light at the other end. So there's no second plug, it's just the one. But there we go, that's the front bumper off, removed, and that gives us access to so much more that we need to do. So one of the other jobs that I said about needing to do was cleaning this airbox. From an earlier video, you'd have seen that we had the problem with the leaky oil coming through the MAF. I actually done not too bad a job, but you can still see some of the remnants of it there with the oil. But yeah, now would be a great time to take the opportunity to clean that up. Also, if you're going to replace it with like a performance filter, a K&M filter or something like that, obviously it gives you access to the fixings for removing that. And one of the other things that I want to do as well in another video is going to be cleaning the intercooler out off the back of the one that we looked at before, where we had the MAF problem, again with the leaky oil. My suspicion is that the intake is going to be quite lined with oil as well, so we can take that off and clean that up. We're going to remove the intercooler, give it a real good flush out, hopefully get everything out of there so we can breathe easy. We're going to do another video at some stage as well about how to remove the headlights. We know that there's this kind of hidden bolt there, so that's a handy tip to be able to look out for next time when we do that, without having to remove the front bumper. We'll just be able to remove this lining or release the lining and get our hands up so that we can remove that. So that should be useful as well. Over on the other side, exactly the same with the headlight. We can see the fixings that we've got there as well, so that'll be useful. Our washer bottle, we can see obviously nice and full up. We did that in the fluids video the other week. And all the other connections for things like the horn, the other intercooler outlet pipes that we've got there as well. So yeah, taking that front bumper off gives us loads of access to stuff. One of the other things that people have been doing a lot lately is upgrading these front grills so that they've got the facelift grill on. From behind the bumper now we can see that we've just got some straightforward Phillips screws, 2 at the middle, a couple at the top there. I'm guessing probably there should be one at the bottom there, but that one's missing for some reason. So when it comes to removing that grill, you should be able to, I'm guessing, just nice and easily take out those 4 screws, and that should allow you to replace it with the new facelift upgrade ones. So we've already taken these 1, 2, 3 off. Obviously that one wasn't there. Let's take this last one off now. So that's all those fixings out. So let's see if it comes off easy. So the answer is no, having taken those 4 off, because there's one more fixing bolt nut up there, should we say, just on the back of the badge. It looks like a number 10, so we'll just get number 10 and see how that goes. Okay, so it turns out it's a number 8. It's a little bit dark in there, but so we've got a number 8, and as rusty as it is, it still comes off quite easily by the feel of it. There we go, there it is. Okay, so with all those fixings removed, now let's see if it comes off easy. There's just a couple of little clips. There's one clip there, and there's one clip there. Just going to ease them in. And there we go. Simple as that. Okay, so I was looking at the badge, wondering about replacing it. It's 10 years old now, the colour's a bit faded, so I was just wondering how to take it off. Looking on the back of it, there's nothing really that gives any leadway as to how it should come off. It looks like it's just either glued in or clipped in. My guess is that it's glued in, so I've not got a replacement one, so for now I'll leave it alone. I think I'm quite happy with it as it is, but if you know the way of getting it off, if it is just a sticker, if it's glued on, then let us know in the comments below. So while the bumper's off as well, I thought we'd just have a quick look at these front fog lights. I think looking at them, to remove them, you've just got various different clips that hold it in place. I'm guessing when it comes to it, you'd be able to just remove them. It looks like that would remove the front housing, and then we've got, by the looks of it, about 1, 2, 3 screws, which I'm guessing are accessed. Oh yeah, you'd be able to access it from there, and then from the front as well. So yeah, useful maybe, perhaps. Okay, so now's the fun bit of trying to put it back on. Hopefully it should just be the reverse of taking it off. Just give it a go. Okay, great, so that clipped into place really quite easily, to be fair. If anything, I'd say it was just a case of watching this corner here, and the same obviously on the other side. But yeah, that's gone on quite nicely. So I'll get these T55s across the top back on, and then put everything else back together. Okay, so with all that back together, I just thought I'd check the fog lights, make sure they're working fine. As we can see, they're both absolutely happy. Okay, so now we know the lights work, we're just going to drop the bonnet down. Just check, quick sure, make sure there's no tools or anything left under there. Check our fixings are okay. Just drop it down. And there we go, just checking the alignment, checking that gap. All looks good, all looks great. So for now, that's it. A quick and easy how to remove the front bumper on an Alfa Giulietta, and for those looking to do the facelift upgrade as well, how to remove their front grille for the honeycomb replacement one. Hopefully you've liked the video. If you have, maybe like it down here. If you've liked it even more, subscribe up here somewhere. But for now, that's it, and yeah, thanks for your time, and look forward to seeing you in the next one.